Mackenzie from Water Partners Accountants in Caloundra. Just bringing you a federal government budget update from last night to all of our clients and go through some of the highlights and how the announcements last night might impact you financially, both at a personal level and a business level if you have a business. But before I do get into that, I'll just mention that we're active, very busy at the moment doing lots of tax planning for clients. Time's running out for that before the 30th of June. Do all those last minute calculations, tax estimates, how much to put into super, purchasing assets, making use of the last run that we've had on the instant asset write-off for asset purchases. So if that's of interest to you and you haven't reached out to our team yet, please do so and register your interest, and we'll get onto that for you and look forward to maximising your tax savings this year. So the budget announcements last night, you may have already had a chance to look at it, but if you haven't, some of the key highlights were that there won't be any changes to the personal income tax rates for the next 12 months. They'll remain the same. However, from the 2025 financial year, the marginal tax rate bracket at 32.5% will be abolished, and they're going to create a big tax bracket in the middle from 45,000 to 200,000, and that bracket in there will be taxed 30%, a flat 30%. So that will only leave three tax brackets. The first one will be 19%, 30%, and of course incomes over 200,000, they'll remain at the high marginal tax bracket of 45%. So they don't come into play until 2025. The low income tax offset is still to remain at $700 for people with an income less than $37,500, and that progressively phases out for incomes up to $66,667. The government announced an energy price relief plan, which there was a lot of mention of this in the media in the lead up to last night, and not much details being made available yet, but there will be some sort of discounts or compensation for people such as pensioners, Commonwealth Senior Health Card holders, family tax A and B recipients, as well as small business. So we'll keep an eye out for the further detail on that. For businesses, the full expensing of assets finishes this year, 30th of June. So if you do need to buy any significant assets, if you can do that before the 30th of June, if you haven't already planned that, you'll be able to write them all off this year. However, they have allowed a cap of 20,000 to continue. So after 30th of June, asset purchases under 20,000 will still be able to be written off in one go rather than depreciated over a number of years. The ATO will be given more funding to target outstanding taxes and superannuation. That seems to be an ongoing thing. It just seems to be getting more and more funding. From 1 July 2016, this is a really big change for people with payroll. There will be a requirement to pay the employee's super at the time of the pay day, like on payday, rather than at the end of the quarter. So I know that I've already heard about this one, and that that software companies will be updating their software ready for the changes that are coming in. They hopefully make that as smooth a transaction as possible when it comes to processing pays. And lastly, there's going to be an extra 15% tax for superannuation on earnings with superannuation balances more than $3 million, and that will commence on the 1st of July 2025. So we've attached a more detailed summary with some of the other announcements as well, if you'd like to read through that. But on behalf of Water Partners, we want to wish you well, and we look forward to catching up for any reason that you need us in the future. Thank you and goodbye.